Hello, you guys. What is up? We are here for our final live of day one. I hope you guys are having the best time. We love bashes. They're so much fun. And honestly, I'm just always blown away by the presenters. It's like I learn something every time. So as we start, I'm gonna get right into my little spiel here, but make sure that you tag your planner, the planner that invited you here, tag them in the comments, tell them that you're watching, and if at any point you have any questions, tag them in questions, send them a message. They want to hear from you, so we're gonna get right into this. My name is Chris, and I am literally obsessed with Riman. I have been using Riman for 7 months now, and my face loves it, you guys. And my little, I would call myself like partially crunchy self is like totally geeked out all the time. So I'm going to share a little bit about those aspects tonight as well. But we're walking through the expert line tonight. So earlier today, Miss Erin walked you guys through the essential line, and she did an amazing job. You have to go back and watch it if you missed it. And everything that she used in the essential line is part of what we're doing tonight. So like she said earlier, the essential line is incredible for like, if you're ready for a new skincare routine, you're ready to just kind of like, that's like the best entry point. Get in with the essential line and you'll know quickly how much you love it. I feel like the expert line is like just a jump up. There's some more products in the expert line, and it's kind of more of like that full spa experience. I feel like the expert line is truly a self-care evening ritual that I adore. So I do mine in the evening, so it works out great that I'm here with you guys at 7 o'clock. I haven't even changed my clothes yet like usual, but we're gonna get right into it. So this is my face without, I don't have any makeup on today. You will see that when I wash my face. I'm loving just wearing mascara because my skin is literally glowing all the time. So the cleansers are amazing at cleaning makeup off, but you're not really gonna see that today because I'm not wearing makeup. So before we get started, as you're tagging your planner, I have 5 notes that I have to share, because my goal with this last product-based live is that you would leave this bash and you would know and believe that there is nothing like Riman. There can't be anything like Riman, and that like Riman is the best. That's what I want you to feel like when you leave here. I hope I succeed. So 5 points as we get people in here to the live. Number 1, it's exclusive. It's so exclusive, you guys. There literally will never be another Riman. And there's different reasons for that, but it's impossible. There's no way. Like your crunchy friend that makes skincare with her oils, she cannot make something like Riman. Your high-end skincare lines, they can't make Riman. So it's so exclusive, which is why I want everybody to try it, because it's so exclusive, okay? Number 2, 25 awards. 25 awards Riman already holds, and 21 of those are national brand awards. So yay Riman, that's incredible. And we will post all the awards, I think, after this live, I'm pretty sure. Number 3, we have 13 patents. A patent basically means that everyone agrees, including the government, that what you have created is yours. You made it, no one can copy it, and it can't be duplicated. So I think that is so epic. Like, I don't know about you guys, but the fact that we have 13 patented ingredients, that makes me just like kind of geek out alone. So I will be talking more about that here in a little bit when we get into the products. I'll share about a couple of my favorite patented ingredients of ours, but it's very cool. Number 4, we have a smart farm. So our smart farm is literally where we grow our ingredients. To, bundle this in a package, we have to grow our own ingredients to have the patent. So we have our own smart farm where we grow this stuff. And I was just thinking, I was making my notes, and it like clicked in my head. I was like, we grow, we know. Like, we know what's in our products because we grow it. And it goes from the farm to the bottle to your face. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, that is important. I think that it's a weird time in our world where like you can get on any website and you can buy skincare, like third-party websites, any website, you can buy skincare. And it blows my mind that we don't even really truly know or trust where it's coming from. But with Riman, we're farm, lab, bottle, face. And so they really pride themselves for that. I'm grateful for that. Coming from someone who has put stuff on my body and taken things into my body that I shouldn't have because they came from like a third party site. And I learned the hard way. So I love that Riman is so secure and their product never changes. It's so consistent because it's farm, lab, bottle, face. So that's amazing. And also with that comes like not many out of stock issues. So if you have ever had a skincare where, I'm actually going to start while I talk because I could talk forever. I'm going to start with my Pure Cell oil cleanser. I'm going to start cleansing while I finish this conversation, and I'll do this for a while. I'm not afraid. Dry face, oil cleanser. Okay. So out of stock issues often happen for people when they're using several third parties. And so when Riman says that they have a farm and they lab and they dump into the bottle and they send it to you, that takes out that component, and you don't have to worry about like, oh no, is my skincare going to be out of stock? Should I stock up now? So that takes that component out. And then there's just so many other concerns that come with ordering from anywhere that's not literally handling their own product and sending it right to you. So I hope that you guys are aware of that. I've learned the hard way, but Riman prides themselves in having their farm and their consistent product and their consistent plants. It's incredible. Okay, number 5, and my last little, hey, you have to hear this, is that Riman is very simple and holistic with their approach. I love the word holistic. It's kind of my jam. Riman has over 3,000 ingredients, you guys. 3,000 toxic ingredients that they refuse to use. Is that not crazy? Amazing. Crazy amazing. So 3,000 plus toxic ingredients that Riman refuses to use. And our ingredient specialist says this best. I love when she says it because it's so exciting, but she always says Riman is ingredient obsessed and they will never stop that. So I think that's so cool. To be using a skincare from a company who is ingredient obsessed makes me feel so comfortable, and I'm just grateful for that. So and with the ingredients, I have some little notes here. 35 essential oils in the product, 120 whole plant extracts. Who else is geeking out with me? I hope I'm not alone. And over 12 vitamin and antioxidants in the products. And our rad line, which was talked about earlier, I believe from Sherry, it has a nano liposomal technology. So I won't be talking about that too much because these don't, but those do, which is very cool. So go watch Sherry's replay. Okay, now into the ritual. Here we go. So I'm using the Pure Cell oil cleanser. This is step number 1. This cleanser is going to take off your makeup. It's going to take off any dirt. I own a coffee shop, and I'm not kidding you when I say that I get coffee grounds all over my face. When I come home, I won't even have worn makeup and I clean my face and there's brown coffee grounds. So your face collects stuff all day. So this is just like the most incredible spa-like cleanser to pull off your makeup, pull off your just any dirt, and it's an oil base. So oil-based cleansers are very hydrating, and it's the oil, I don't know the technical term for this, but you use oil to remove excess oils. So that's another thing we're doing right now. So we're more or less, this first cleanse, we are like just loosening all of the dirt, debris, makeup. Also, you know, obviously try this at your own cost, but me and all my friends, we literally use this on our eyes. Like, you can take your eye makeup off with it. I'm not scared of it one bit. So I have mascara on today, that's it. So step 1 is the Pure Cell oil cleanser. I totally recommend using a microfiber cloth, you guys. I forgot to have one prepped and ready, so here I am with the regular wash rag. But I would use a microfiber cloth or a disposable, like face, not like a face cleaning wipe, but like they make disposable rags. So you can get them from, you can get them from anywhere. They're like a box, and you get like 50 in a box, and they're disposable. So that or microfiber is ideal. If you're using something like this, make sure it's being gentle on your face and not like rubbing too hard. Okay, so that's step 1 of our double cleanse, okay? Step 2 is our famous snow enzyme cleanser. I'm pretty sure I just knocked my contact down when I was cleaning my eye. You guys are blurry, that's all right. Snow enzyme cleanser is number 2. And this is kind of like probably one of our most, it probably is our most popular cleanser. It is super weird, hold on. It is going to be applied on your face. Your hands can still be wet, your face can still be a little bit wet, but you are going to rub this all over in one even layer, and it is going to turn you into Miss Doubtfire, and it's going to begin bubbling, kind of like a bubble bath would do. You know when you're sitting in a bubble bath and the bubbles start to kind of like fizz on you? That's what's going to happen. So here I am, and I like to sit, honestly, and not sit. I like to brush my teeth. If you guys weren't live with me, I'd be brushing my teeth while these bubbles sit here, because the bubbles just like do their own work. You guys will see they're going to start kind of coming off. Not coming off. They're like evaporating, I guess, is the word. And it feels kind of tingly. It feels literally like bubbles are just popping all over your face. So I like to let it sit. We could chat for a little bit while I let it set. What I like to do, and I saw Erin did this earlier actually, and I thought, oh, I'm not the only one that loves this so much, they just can't get enough. I like to let the bubbles, they start to disappear, right? Well, then you just get your hands wet. It's kind of going away on my forehead. And you can rub it all back in. So I like to, do you see how much product, like that went so far? All I did was got my hands re-wet and rubbed this in. And then you're just kind of, again, like it's almost like a double cleanse. Pretty cool. And it feels cool. This cleanser is the star of our cleanser show, I think. Everybody's like, wow, that's so awesome. And I think that cleanser holds an award. I will confirm that later, but I think that's one of the award-winning cleansers. Okay, and then we're the same thing. We're gonna wipe it off. So that is your double cleanse right there. I will say in the expert line, there is a third cleanser that comes in the expert line. I literally have that up my nose. That's awesome. There's a third cleanser that comes in the expert line, and it is called the Active Cleanup Powder. I'm gonna show you guys it in just a second. It's more of an exfoliant, and so we use that like twice a week. And we're gonna use that instead of the snow enzyme on the nights that you use it. It's a great product. It's gonna really pull off any dead skin cells, and so will that snow enzyme cleanser, but a couple times a week, your active cleanup powder is really gonna exfoliate your face. And I'm just gonna show you how it works without using it on my face. So you wanna get your hands wet, and it literally is a powder, okay? So your hands are wet, you dump the powder, and then you rub your hands together, and it turns into foam. Isn't that so cool? And so it's like a very, very gentle exfoliant, but I'm telling you right now, I actually did it this morning. Your skin will feel so clean after that exfoliating cleanser. So I love that it comes in the expert line, because I do feel that everyone needs a good exfoliating cleanser. And like I said, your snow enzyme is going to exfoliate, but that active cleanup powder is like another level. So I love it. So steps 1 and 2 are done. Step 2 sometimes would be this. Capiche? Are we good? On the same page, yeah? Okay. I don't think I can see comments tonight, so it looks like that or no one's commenting, which is fine. So I'll answer them later. It seems to be the norm around here that comments aren't showing up. So, okay, Next up, we have the Beaten Oil Mist. I love this mist. It's a very hydrating mist, and it's just gonna kind of prepare your face for the next few steps. And you just spray it on your face. It's so nice. It smells good, and it literally feels like an actual mist. So I did just say that it smells good, so I will say there's no like added fragrance. This is all natural fragrance and like the flowers and the ingredients and the plants. So that one smells good, and I don't know what natural ingredient is in there that gives it the pretty smell, but it does have a nice smell. But there's no added chemical-y fragrances in any of the lines, so that's awesome. Okay, Beaten Oil Mist is on. If you are super acne prone, at least in the beginning of your expert line process, I would probably pause on this. But otherwise, go all out because it's amazing. I actually don't use this in my expert line evening routine. I keep this with me everywhere I go, and I just use it for like a quick boost anytime I need it. So I love this stuff just on the go, but it does come in the expert line. Okay, next up we have our Calming Balance Gel. This is another product that people literally love. It is created to like balance the water oil balance in your face, and it has 24 karat gold in it, which is kind of weird. You can actually see it, but gosh, I didn't take that note. But the gold just helps it makes it more effective. It makes everything what's the word? It just like amps up everything and makes it that much more effective. So that's pretty cool. And it smells like rose. It has some kind of rose in it. Again, a natural rose product. And this is just to calm your skin. It is so nice, you guys. It soothes your skin. If you're someone that has any like, eczema, sunburns, if you have struggle with acne, this is a great product because it takes the inflammation out of around the acne. So like teens who have like hormonal acne, they're not using this to make the acne just disappear, but they're using it because it will, number one, it'll give relief around the areas. Number two, the redness will start to like fade. And number three, just the inflammation around it will go down. So that's the Calming Balance Gel. I've seen some amazing pictures using the Calming Balance Gel, like I said, on sunburns, razor burns. Honestly, like anything that stings on your body, personally, this is just me personally, I would use this on it. I know somebody who's a grandma and she keeps this at her house because she uses it for, again, scrapes, burns, and that's just my own personal experience with somebody. So do what you want, at your own risk. I don't know if I'd put it in a cut, but I would, but you have to choose. You have to choose that yourself. But anyway, that's the Calming Balance Gel. And now we're on to the Booster Serum Booster. So this is it's actually called the First Dermatology Package EX. But you've heard all of us talking about it, and it's the Boosie Boo because we have the booster, the serum, and the booster. And this is where I get to talk about those patented ingredients that are my favorite and very, very cool. So I'm going to spray it so I don't eat it, and then I'll talk about it. So we're going to boost our face with it. That was kind of excessive, but it's kind of the way I do it around here. The booster is uber hydrating, and I love, when I have time, I love to let this take time. So like you spray it on and you can just let it absorb into your face. If you want to, you can kind of press it around, like if you don't feel like you got it everywhere, but there's no need to like rub this in. If you have time, just kind of let it do its thing. The ritual actually does matter. The order in which you apply these products really does matter. Like mixing them that's going to make the products not as effective. So every step really does matter. So, okay, while I have the booster on my face, I want to talk about the ingredient that makes up like 81%, I think it is, of both of these, or over 81, right around 81. Anyways, back to that conversation about the Smart Farm and the patented ingredients, right? we literally made our own plant, you guys. It's so cool. We're gonna geek out again really quick. So there is a plant called the centella plant. You've probably heard about it. You may have even seen it in the ingredient list on a skincare. And I'm gonna tell you right now why that centella is not the same as this centella, and why this one's better. So Riman grows this centella plant on their farm, okay? Oh, also, it's also known as tiger's grass. That's like a slang term for it, tiger's grass, because tigers in the wild rub their wounds up on this to heal it, because it's that healing. That's the healing properties. I love that. Anyways, so Riman grows this plant. And if you've ever seen centella or a picture of it, we have them flying around this group. They're like this big. They're like a quarter. And they're pretty, and you'll see them in different skincare stuff, right? Okay, tell me in the comments if you've ever heard of centella. So what Riman does is they grow this centella plant. And of course, because it's in our farm, it's very, very consistently the same always. The temperature, everything stays identically the same. So they grow this plant. They keep it fresh. The centella that Riman uses, it never gets dehydrated. Ever. I made a note somewhere, I lost it. They don't dry it out. So a lot of times you'll see centella in different things, whether it be like, medical or skincare or whatever. Most times it's dried and turned into like particles to be sprinkled everywhere, right? They make it go a lot further that way. Riman never dries their centella plant. It is directly extracted into, here's the second part. While we do this, I'm going to go ahead and put my serum on. So we did the booster. Now we're going to do the serum. So the booster has a hydrating effect. The serum has all the nourishing components. So what's in here, the booster kind of opens up your face to receive the nourishment of the serum. And we're going to post about that. Okay, serum is on. I'm going to let that absorb while I finish my cool story. Okay, so we have this plant, this centella plant, that is not ever dried. It's immediately extracted into another patented ingredient that we have, and that is our Jeju Lava Energy Water. I know that's a lot, but this water has been naturally filtering itself underneath the bedrock of a volcano on Jeju Island for so many years. I can't remember how many years. So many years. It's mineral water. It's full of goodness, and it's so hydrating. They found that this water in particular, alone by itself, has some very hydrating and healing properties. So cool, right? So we take this centella plant that they grew in their farm, they picked, they did not dry it, and they immediately put it into this Jeju Lava Energy Water, mineral water, and they infuse it in that. And so the centella plant is like extracted into this water. And so the leaf itself is called giant byung pool. Then once they put it in the incredible mineral water, they infuse it, and that water is called giant byung pool leaf water or energy water. And that is our patented ingredient. Is that not the coolest thing that you've ever heard? Like, it's so cool. And so when I say that you can't try anything like Riman, you cannot. Like, you literally cannot. Hold on, I'm gonna do my booster real quick. And while that dries, we're gonna talk about water. But we're gonna talk about Jeju Lava Energy Mineral Water and why it's not just plain water, okay? So a lot of skincare has distilled water in it. Distilled water in skincare is like pretty pointless. But I have tried, me personally, I have tried skincares that have water as their main ingredient. I have tried waterless skincare that's mostly just oils. And I have tried Riman, which is not distilled water, but it is like the most epic water to ever exist. It is patented. And Riman's patented lava water infused with their centella plant literally is nothing like anything I've ever used. I hope my excitement, because it just gets me really going, I hope this excitement makes you realize that you have to try Riman, because there's nothing like it, and there never will be. So I think that's all that I had on the water. I'm gonna read my notes to make sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. So we're almost done, you guys. I promise. I don't know how long I've been on, but if you get the expert line, it will take you like 6 to 10 minutes in the evening. I'm just talking a lot. I'm really chatty. So the next step is our active cream. This is your moisturizer. And listen, when I say it takes a pea size, I mean it takes a pea size. Like, that goes a very long way. It's a thick moisturizer. And you just rub it on your face. It also contains our patented ingredients. I love this moisturizer. It feels so good. If you struggle with dry skin, or you have skin irritation, skin condition, both the essential line and the expert line that I'm doing tonight, both of our X lines, they're called the X lines. So we have the X line, and then there's the essential and the expert are both X line lines. The essential is like the mini version of the big expert line. They're both German derma tested, which means that they have been approved and passed for by dermatologists for sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, it's a great place to start no matter what. Kind of get that skin barrier healed. And if you want then later on to try our advanced line that Sherry talked about earlier, then you can. But I really think this is a great place for everybody to start. It's suitable for everybody. Okay, so that was the moisturizer. And then the last step is, I don't even know if I'll put it on. The last step is the sunscreen. And our sunscreen is amazing. I'm gonna put a tiny bit on because I'm not going anywhere, but you cannot feel it. And it wears perfectly under makeup. If you're a makeup lover, it is the best sunscreen I have ever used because it doesn't feel greasy. And it just absorbs right in your skin. And also it's hydrating, and it has like some anti-aging components to it. So that's like a double win if you ask me. Feels so good. All right, guys, that right there is the expert line. It's so fun. I can't wait to go back and look at all your guys' comments. I hope you are commenting. But it is so fun. The expert line, if you're just ready to go like all in, you're replacing everything, or you're really looking for that like self-care skincare routine that you can spend, 6 to 10 minutes with yourself going through in the evening, this is the one. This is the one you want. So make sure you tag your planner. This is the last live for tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking all day. There's going to be some product hits, but we're talking all day about the opportunity. And just as a little mini teaser, those things that I just shared with you, patented ingredients, the smart farm, the holistic non-tox approach, the exclusiveness, the 25 awards, those are all things to think about if you're looking for a business opportunity like Riman, because you're set apart. You don't have to try to sell yourself. This product and this company does that for you because they made themselves something that nobody is or can be. So I'm very excited for tomorrow. Tag your planner, ask her any questions or him any questions that you have. One more round of applause for everybody today that did an epic job delivering their lives. And we will be back here tomorrow to talk opportunity. Have a good night, guys.